this is for essential oils. It's a humidifier. So what you do is add a little bit of water in here and a couple of drops of essential oils, depending on what you're in the mood for or what you need. Like, I mean, there's everything. Eucalyptus, there's things in here like lavender that will help you sleep. Bergamot is really good. Lemon, and it'll tell you what each one of these are for. What you can also do is take one. If you don't have the humidifier or you don't feel like doing it, you take it and do a little dab on your wrist like that, rub it in. Or sometimes I do it in the palm of my hand and I just inhale it and release, and it'll calm you. They have little mini ones that you can keep with you. Those are good too. Someone asked about integrating back into the community once this is all over, or even now. Carry a little bottle like this in your purse. It will really help calm you down as you're out there trying to stay safe. Other mindful practices, I would say, so if you're into art, right? So there's things, they have adult coloring books. I don't know if you guys ever seen like the adult coloring books. You can use those and you can doodle, you can color in. It's a good way to keep your mind off of whatever is going on or to make it through, you know, whatever you're currently facing. I'm a journal person, so I love notebooks. I don't think you can see it that good, but I love notebooks with designs. This is so amazing. Dr. Tay, there's so much stuff in here that comes from my head that nobody will ever know, baby. Let me tell you that. But it's a good way to release what's happening up here onto paper so you can get a good night's sleep, right? Because your mind sometimes is just going and going at night. We talked about that. Just write it out. Whatever comes to your mind, just write it out, write it out, write it out. At least like 30 minutes to 45 minutes before you get ready to go to bed. I promise you, once you get in the bed, you will feel a lot better. I love plants. I get that from my mom. I'm press your button. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I was just gonna, while you were on the topic of journaling, I find, and I've used it for myself and with my clients, those persons that if you're too anxious or it's just the words aren't coming, you can't verbally express yourself, being able to put that on paper is just as much of a relief as you being able to talk to someone about it. The most powerful, it's not only a powerful tool, but it's something that you can choose to keep in your keepsake and lock it up and put it in a safe place. You can choose to burn it and tear it up and shred it, and nobody ever has to know what you've written, what your thoughts were in that moment. So journaling is an excellent tool for those individuals that really struggle with trying to articulate what they're actually experiencing. And I don't know if I mentioned, one of the symptoms of anxiety is also pressure speech. The inability to try to get your words out. I don't know what I'm feeling, Dr. Shanice. It's just that difficulty with trying to verbally express what's going on for you is a part of anxiety as well. So journaling is an excellent tool.
Yeah, thank you for that. Plants. I love plants. My mom is a plant lover. There's plants all in the house. It's something about plants that provide energy, natural energy. So they're very helpful. It is recommended that you use jasmine plants. So it's easier to find them now in the spring and the summer than it is during the fall and winter time. But while you're out right now, things are opening up. So like farmers market or some of the local grocery stores, or this is the perfect time to go by your local nursery and support a local business, something that's not as crowded, right? And try and find you a jasmine plant. But plants are also very good for you. You can utilize these and like the candles with a nice bubble bath. It's something about taking a bath. You can use bath bombs and put in there. They have different aromatherapy, like the little sea salts that you can drop into the water and help you relax and stuff too. What about, I'll let you talk about it a little bit, about the healthy eating habits and things like that, or what things should we reframe from even eating during this time to help with anxiety?
Right. So those of you that are not really big on vegetables, I want to encourage you to start increasing your palate for vegetables, eating more vegetables, less processed foods right now, less grease, more baking if you can, and not just cookies. Okay, not just the cake.
Cookies.
Well, eat you a cookie, treat yourself, but excessive use of any, excessive eating with carbs and a bunch of grease, and forgetting to eat your spinach and your broccoli, your greenery. Now's the time for you to increase that right now, especially some of us who are at home and we're still struggling with trying to get out there and do 20 minutes a day. You want to be very mindful of what you're putting in your body, not to mention that excessive carbs and sweets change your entire mood. You become more sluggish, not wanting to do anything, wanting to sleep all day. Okay? And remember, I said anxiety symptoms and depressive symptoms can overlap. So you want to be very, very careful of just sitting on the couch all day and not doing anything productive, right? So be mindful of what you're putting in your body. Also, as far as the vitamins department, omega-3, vitamin B as in boy, and vitamin D has been are very helpful with helping to manage or minimize anxiety. So including that into your daily regimen, a multivitamin, adding a B, a D, and an omega-3. It's proven that vitamin D as in dog, is very good for those persons who have a low mood, who struggle with just feeling really sad and having low moods. Okay, staying hydrated. Water is life. It really is. It's you to the bathroom a lot, but water is life. So it's really important for you to continue to consume your water. How much water is enough? Doctor, I know we hear theories around you should drink half of your body weight, but I try to get in 8 glasses if you can. Okay, try to refrain from caffeine. All my coffee drinkers, if you want to still continue to drink coffee, try to do decaf if you can. But excessive use of caffeine, nicotine, and caffeine of any kind, it serves as a stimulant. And a person who is already struggling with anxiety don't need any more stimulation. So you want to try to refrain from excessive use of caffeine, nicotine, fatty foods, and try to implement, more water into your diet. If you are going to drink coffee, don't do 5 cups a day, maybe 1. Right? Because what you're trying to do with anxiety, we're trying to bring you down. We're trying to for you not to be so hyper. You want to come down. So try to refrain from excessive nicotine, street drug use if you can, alcohol, excessive use of any of those.
It's funny, Dr. Taya, someone said, wait, what? No caffeine? So you can have caffeine, but in moderation.
Yeah, minimize. Yep, in moderation. Yeah. Excessive use of caffeine is not good for a person who struggles with anxiety, guys. That's research.
Yeah. So there was a good comment or question that was up here, and I'm trying to read through them, and we're gonna keep asking them. I may be out of order a little bit, but I definitely see you, and we're going to work our way through some of these questions. And I think something you talked about, Dr. Tay, and I think was very briefly, but there is very important to maintain a routine. So although things aren't normal right now, right? And so it's important to try and create some sense of normalcy for yourself. So like you said, it's so important to get up and take a shower, get up out the bed and come over to the next room, right? So some of you may be working from home. don't do your work in your bed, right? So you have to treat your bed as like a sacred space. So when you go to lay down, your body knows this is sleep time. This isn't time to get up and get on the laptop and do work or to search or to write. So separate, your rooms in your house to make sure that you are treating yourself well too. So when you, like I said, when you get in somebody say yes, take a shower. No, it's so important. Take a shower. That hot water does something for you, okay? Let the hot water touch you and bless you every day. But somebody had asked, how can you relax your thoughts while sleeping? And that's so good. So I'm going to be very transparent. So about 6 months ago, Dr. Tay, I think it was in November, I had a panic attack out of nowhere. It was my very first time experiencing a panic attack. I literally thought I was dying. Like, I remember sitting in the car and all of a sudden I was holding onto my chest, like I couldn't breathe. And I just felt like I was getting ready to pass out and it was just about to be the end for me, right? So, but what I realized is through that is my balance was off, right? My routine was off. There wasn't a balance in my life. Hello. And so it caused me to come and go into a state of high anxiety, being very hyper vigilant about things, right? But the question what came up about being able to rest your mind while you're sleeping. One of the things that got me through every night, they have 24-hour meditations on YouTube. And they can be about different things. So I am a spiritual person. So for me, I use ones that quoted scriptures over me all through the night. I mean, I drown myself in the word like I never drowned myself before, right? So there's ones that give you the word. There's ones that will give positive affirmations. There's ones that it'll help you go into a deep sleep. It'll help you control your breathing before you fall asleep. And it'll just remind you of these different calm things. It'll put you in places like you're on the beach or in the mountains. It really depends on what you like as far as your environment and stuff. But there are 24-hour meditation videos online on YouTube. You can check them out and just let them play all night. That really helped me make it through the night. So I hope that helps. We're also towards the end of it. There's definitely some apps out there that you can use that we're going to throw out there for you to be able to use to listen throughout the day as well. Dr. Tay, you mentioned, I think you mentioned vitamins was a very good thing. Like, so what if I took it for just 1 week? Like, how long I have to take vitamins for the vitamins to...
Right. So it's going to be important that you, in order to really, really see the effect of the vitamin, the usage, you need to probably be taking it a good 2 or 3 weeks before you'll actually start seeing a change along with the balanced diet.
Got it. Okay. That's good to know. One of the things that I found that really helped me, and you don't have to be a spiritual person to do this. Oh, I was muted that whole time.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Yeah, y'all, I was just talking. What I was saying was, have you ever experienced a labyrinth circle? That was one thing that really helped me and ground myself. And so what a labyrinth circle is, there's one outside in San Francisco, and there's also one in Hayward. Can you guys hear me now? I think people are still saying they can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? I think I'm good. Okay. So with the labyrinth,
I can't hear you.
It's like a maze, right? And so you can walk throughout the maze. And the idea is by the time you get to the center of the labyrinth, you're hearing from God, right? You have an answer to whatever it is. So you can start off with whatever your problem is, right? I'm going in this with dealing with some fear and some anxiety, and I need peace, right? I need understanding. I need an answer about, it doesn't even have to be that. I need an answer about, do I go back to my job when this is all over? It could be something as simple as that, right? And so you walk through, and every time you hit a point, you're coming to society. And you're able to get guidance, right? So those are really good. They're outside right now. I would say wear a mask, try and social distance if you can. But they're really good. They're really peaceful. It is a really good mindfulness tool to use.